Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Well, here it is finally, the final build of Control Warlock that I came up with in the post-nerf Witchwood meta. It's still not great. I had a 65% win rate during my climb with this Control Warlock. That's pretty decent, that's not bad at all. It's not something that you could maintain in somewhere like High Legend with this archetype, but it definitely has its moments. And it's much more stable than any of the other Control Warlock builds that I have attempted to use. So this is a deck packed full of removal, and then it has Rin. And Rin is, much of the time Rin is your win condition, or otherwise fatigue is your win condition. You're going to win the game when the opponent has no more cards left and they just don't have any threats left and they just can't do anything about it. And the role of Rin is often just to burn maybe like 3 cards, 4 cards, just enough to give you the edge in fatigue, and then you win the game. And in order to get there, you need to survive, you need to have a lot of removal, so that you can kill all sorts of stuff. And you need to be able to answer all sorts of threats that the opponent can do. So there's weapon removal in this deck, there's silence in this deck. I used to run 2 copies of these, but eventually I trimmed them down to 1. It seemed that 1 was optimal in the meta. There's also Skulking Geist in this deck, so you can take away naturalizes and stuff like that. And then there's that huge removal package. There's Defiles, there's Voodoo Dolls, there's Hellfires, Spellstones, Siphon Soul, Godfrey, and Double Twisting Nether. That's a lot of removal. This is a pretty traditional type of Control Warlock in the sense that it's running Possessed Lackey and Voidlord as the only demon. I tried a lot of variants. I tried with the Skull, I tried with Despicable Dreadlords. In the end, the Lackey Voidlord thing with the Dark Pacts was still the best, even though both Dark Pact and Lackey had been nerfed. I've really enjoyed playing this deck. The games are long, it's very fatigue type of deck, but it can do a lot of nice things. And the real superstar in the deck is Spiritsinger Umbra. There are lots of death rattles, you can do so many things with Umbra. Umbra can trigger Voodoo Dolls. Umbra can trigger Rotten Apple Bombs that give you additional health. Umbra can trigger Lackey, and if it triggers Lackey, then it also triggers the Void Lord. And Umbra can of course also trigger the Rin. So if you get Geisted, you lose your Dark Pacts, then you can play Umbra Rin to ensure that you get that seal, no matter what happens to Rin afterwards. Blood River Gul'dan obviously is a huge part of the deck. Getting those demons back, getting the defensive hero power, that's a really big deal. So that's one of the highlights. And there's some nice combinations that you can do, like with Voodoo Dolls. You can kill off your Voodoo Dolls with Defile, you can kill them with Dark Pact. You can play Voodoo Doll and Godfrey on 10 mana. Then Voodoo Doll also acts as the first stick on Godfrey. Really nice combinations, things work really well together. So if you want to play something slow, and you want to play Control Warlock, and you keep seeing that okay, Control Warlock is actually one of the worst archetypes in the game right now, this might not be tier 1, but this is a playable version. And the inclusion of Umbra, the inclusion of Rotten Apple Bombs, the Lackey Voidlord package, and tons of removal really made it so. I have obviously prepared some gameplay of this deck for you, so let's go take a look at it in action. Beating Rogue with Control Warlock. That's incredibly difficult. That is just incredibly difficult. I think I need to try with something like this. I don't know what kind of rogue deck this is yet. Well, we're about to find out. It's probably Miracle. Most of them are Miracle right now. Yeah, looks Miracle so far. Kept only 1 card, that's an upside. But it's very, very difficult to stabilize against Miracle. Here's a bit of a poor start. Often they have like Fire Elemental into Flame Elemental, Cold Blood or something like that. I like it when they have a poor start. But that could change. He could have the Tug now. I could have played the Doomsay last turn to prevent the Tug actually. Maybe I was a bit too hasty. Hi, Drowsy. Why would you play just the Firefly? Maybe he has the Cold Bloods. Who knows really. So I can go with Stonehill or I can go with Doomsayer. If he has the Spider, he plays that next turn. I'll go with Stonehill. And I'll grab a cheap Taunt. Doesn't matter whether it's a 2-4 or 1-3. It might matter against the dagger. Let's grab the 2-4. So I could potentially play the Homunculus and Doomsayer next turn. Then on 5 mana he could activate the Wildspine obviously, but... And the problem is also that he has Saps in that deck. Those are really good cards. If I go with just the Doomsayer, it's not going to be enough. The real problem is that he's going to sap the Void Lord. Drowsy, how's your back? Well, maybe getting there. Hard to say yet. I think I'll try with this. Let's give this one a try. So now he needs a 0 mana spell and a Vile Spine. Or a sap. If he wants to do all up this turn. He would never sap a Doomsayer though. That's just not enough value. Yeah. I could coin the guys to remove Cold Bloods. I could coin Lackey in an attempt to get a Void Lord out there. He might have an Auctioneer turn coming. I think I need to spend the coin though. So it's coin Lucky. Let's try this. But I think the Void Lord is going to get sapped. There's a very high chance that that's going to happen. He could even do Flame Elemental SI7 sap. And he would know that there's another few turns before the Void Lord can come back. Backstab might be even better. Yeah, he really wants to sap this. He doesn't want to Vile Spine this. Yeah, there's the sap. But on the other hand, it's an upside for me that I get the sap away now, when there's no Auctioneer to benefit from that. Nadate, huh? I mean, I could do Silence. Or I can do Voodoo Doll. Is there anything better to silence than the Edwin? So I just silence the Edwin, but then do I tap? Or do I do nothing else? There's going to be 3 on board, 4 on board. Cold Bloods are still left in the deck. As long as there's 2 health minions on the board, I can do Godfrey as a follow-up. Can I go to 22? I think I can. So I'll tap and owl that one. I could have also potentially done owl and Godfrey on 10, but that's so very late. It might be better that he has 2 health minions on the board. So then I can also kill 4 health minions. Let's see.
This guy's toast.
A relatively weak turn. That's good. There's still Leroy, there's still Cold Bloods. Can I leave him with 6 on board? Another 13 to kill me. What if I take away the Cold Bloods? I need to plan this out. What if he has another sap ready? I think this turn is an apple bone. Let's try this one now. This is 9 healing. Up to 9 healing anyway. So it opted the Wild Spine. Oh, Sprint. He's running the Sprint variant. They don't run the Auctioneer anymore. I'm quite surprised about that. I think the Sprint variant is weaker. But now he has a lot of resources. But this is fine. I don't mind this. I probably do need to kill the Hench Clan Tug. And it's getting closer to Cold Bloods. And the second sap. I could do Voodoo Doll Spellstone. Heal up a little bit, kill the Hench Clan Tug. At the cost of 7 mana. I still need to find the cooldown to actually win this game. I think I'm Voodoo Dolling that one. I don't want to do it with the Dark Pact. I'll do it with the Spellstone. Then I have 2 Hellfire Defile combos, which can kill all the 4 health minions. Edwin is gone. So there's no Auctioneer. Argent Commander. Wasn't expecting that. And he managed to use a Cold Blood. That's bad for me. Oh, yeah. This was very bad for me. But that's a really good top deck. I appreciate this top deck a lot. Because the next turn I can go maybe Void Lord Dark Pact. If he runs out of steam at any point, then I ensure that the Void Lord cannot be sapped back to my hand. Are you kidding me? Well, I suppose he's not. He doesn't look like he's kidding. Running double Argent Commander, is this standard nowadays? I don't think I've seen that a lot. Now I do Void Lord Dark Pact, so that he cannot sap. He cannot sap now the minions back into my hand, so these will protect me from the Argent Commander. Mini Leroys, yeah. I need to find Gul'dan. I mean, Gul'dan is in the bottom half of my deck. That's already bad as is. Double Fan. Well, that might even give him a way to push through. Does it also run Leroy? Because if there's also Leroy, in addition to all of this, then that's pretty bad. Leroy Cold Blood Eviscerate. He can kill me. So Godfrey clears. I need to do Godfrey and Ooze, right? I need to do Godfrey and Ooze, but I would have needed that Gul'dan. 12 cards left in the deck and Gul'dan is down there. It's a card that I needed. It's simply a card that I needed. With this line, I don't die to Leroy Cold Blood Eviscerate. Actually, I still do, because he can just dagger up. He can do exactly 15 from hand if he has those 3 cards. Yeah, this wasn't a solution to anything. Leroy Cold Blood Eviscerate still kills me. Are you actually telling me he has everything? What? Why did he do that? What was the point in doing that? 1, 2, 3. So I can do Defile, Geist, Doomsayer. So that I can remove the Cold Blood. Both Eviscerates are gone. Then he has no reach. I would still need the Gul'dan. I can take away the second Cold Blood. And I can play Doomsayer to prevent development this turn. But I still need the Gul'dan. 10 cards left. If I can pick up Gul'dan, I should win from here. And I really don't get why he wasted an Eviscerate, when an Eviscerate could have gone to my face. I don't get why he wasted the Leroy either. What? Rotten Apple Bomb? Seriously? What is he doing? Do I have to tap myself down to 6 to get closer to Gul'dan? But then with the Hellfire I go down all the way to 3. To... oh dear, oh dear. Really scary times. The real question is, can I afford to tap or not? I think I can't afford to tap, right? Let's just play Twisting Meta. It seems to have no burst left. Yeah, that's true. But if I tap, and I have to use Hellfire to clear next, and then if he has Shiv, I can die to Shiv. I can actually die to Shiv.
This guy's toast.
I could die to a size 7 agent too. So many ways for me to die. And he has a sap left. I could Hellfire and play Rin. He saps the Rin and hits me in the face with the dagger. And he also has one Vile Spine left. And there's a Spider Ambush coming. I think I still have to do it. I could Defile and Duel this board, but then I can't develop anything. And then I don't have an answer to... And then I don't have an answer if he gets the Spider Ambush. I have to do this. I'm not dead to sap, but if I had tapped last turn I would be dead. So that was the point. He gets the rest of his cards, so there's a Vile Spine Slayer, there's another Tug, there's the Spider, there's a Sap. I couldn't afford to tap, that was clear. 8 cards left, Gul'dan is there. Voidlord is not enough because he has Sap and he has Vile Spine Slayer. There's one of each left. He has a Tug, Falderai, Vile Spine, Sap. But if I hit here, play Lackey and Defile, I must kill off my own Ring in the process though. He saps the Voidlord. He can't sap the Voidlord. He can't deal 2 damage if he saps the Voidlord. So this is the line. Because if he saps the Voidlord, he can only push 1 this turn. Unless he has even more charge minions in the deck. Or a Shiv. I'm dead to a Shiv still. But he must Vile Spine this now. He can't sap it. Now the saps are gone. He has Vile Spine left. So now I have to play the Void Lord or I'm dead to the dagger. And next top deck has to be Gul'dan. I have 5 cards left in my deck, and Gul'dan is there. He can Vile Spine this, but he can't push through all the 1/3s. But next turn he can kill me with the dagger. But I guess he won't fail anymore. There's the Gul'dan. Alright. He shouldn't be able to push through everything, right? Alright, alright. He can't push through all of this. He can't. And I even have Twisting Net a hero power for next turn. That's a win. Even leaves this one alive so that I can get some more stuff after twisting. Yay. In which case I think the Doomsayer will be fine. I can use the Doomsayer in turns before he can play cubes and stuff, so as not to enable them. Or it can be an even Warlock, in which case he has the coin so he can play the Mountain Giant on 3. That's a little bit annoying. Do I have to delay that with the Doomsayer? I probably do. It's very likely that I need to get one turn. He kept one card. It's not necessarily a Mountain Giant, but I don't think I can really risk it. I have to drop the Doomsayer here. So then his hand will be full, and he will have to do something. But he can't play the Mountain Giant. So we'll see what we can get rid of now. But it's still not going to be that great. Ooze doesn't challenge the Giant. I can try to tap into another. Can't find one. Alright, so I don't have anything that kills the Giant now. Giant's coming down. Almost guaranteed at this point. Yep, there's the Giant. He had it in his opening hand. Next turn I have the option to Siphon Soul it. He can silence the Voodoo, but also Voodoo Doll is not that great. Stonehill is an option. Can't do tap Stonehill. I think I'll do Apple Bomb. Can he kill the Apple Bomb and get a hit with the Giant? Probably not. He could silence the Apple Bomb. That's not that strong. What if he has another Giant? Well, that's going to be really awkward. Or than just Stonehill. No, I'll play the Apple Bomb. It enables me to use my mana effectively. But I hope he doesn't have a second Giant. There's one Giant from this opening hand. It was not the card that he kept in the mulligan. Forten is obviously also annoying. Yeah, lots of annoying things going on. If I play the lackey, he will silence the lackey, right? Because I don't absolutely have to kill this stuff yet. That's 12 damage, so it's a risk, but now that I have stuff like Voodoo Doll Defile available. Now I'll drop the lackey. Let's see what happens here. If he has silence available, he's going to use the silence. Then he's going to use the 410 to kill the lackey and push 8 to face. There'll be a 4-8, so there's still no good board for Godfrey. We'll see. If he doesn't have a silence available, then I might have some interesting things I can do. We're about to find out. If there's silence, it has to come down, right? He might contemplate killing the lackey and silencing, killing a Doom God. He expects me to be cute, but no. And then he trades with the 410. He doesn't trade with the 410. Oh, that's interesting. So now I could do 2 and 4 and 6 with Godfrey. Gets rid of everything but the Twilight Drake. Or I could have a board clear with Voodoo Doll Defile. Hit there. There's a 2. Then there's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a dead Twilight Drake. That's 5 mana. Leaves me with 2 mana. I think I like that. Hit there. 2, 3, 4, yeah. Then we'll do the Voodoo Doll Defile. Seven cards in hand. I guess I'm tapping. I go down to 16. It should be okay. I should be able to live from this. Now I've dealt with the giant, I've dealt with the Drake. Even if he plays another giant, that's still fine. Okay, down to 15. Obviously I have Siphon Soul available. He has dealt 2 damage to himself, so he has 5 damage spell stones. If I take 6, go down to 9. That might be a bit hard because he can have Hellfires and he can have some charge minions too. What if I do Lackey Doomsayer? How much damage can he deal with 9 mana? 12, 13. Well, it's pretty close. And he gets to go down before I do as well. 3 mana Taunt. Bear is fine. I played that and I played the Doomsayer. I think this is acceptable. These don't die to Hellfire. So I need something like Hellfire Defile. And I still have a Siphon Soul available. So he has some way to deal with the... Did he damage himself? Oh, Dread Inferno, he damaged himself already twice. Alright, yeah. So that happened. 5 and 8. He has played 1 silence. He has 1 silence remaining. 14 cards in the deck. So how scary is it for me? If I play a Void Lord, I have the option to Siphon Soul the Giant. But with 3 mana I can't do anything really useful. It's either Void Lord or Siphon Soul on the Giant. If he silences, I have to do Siphon Soul on the Giant. I think I also need to play the Ooze. Though this can be scary if there's some kind of Hellfire play from him. Hi, Blackthorn. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm recovering. I had some back problems, so haven't been playing much lately. Already going with Gul'dan. That's interesting. Just to get the 2-4 out there. Wow, that's interesting. So I could hit there. This goes down to 1. Then I could do Lackey and Defile. Then it will do 1 and a 2 and a 3. It won't kill the Dread Infernal. But it will give me a Void Lord. Also have some board clear options with Godfrey. Does he have another silence available already? I guess we're about to find out. I don't dare to tap now, right? Hit there and defile this board. I do have to tap. I need more resources. Even though going down to 16 is a bit scary. He has 1 more silence left in the deck. That's the scary part. If he can get that 1 more silence out here and push damage, and that's scary. Why would he sacrifice the Infernal? That makes no sense, right? But if I hit there, and he goes Hellfire, because he has double Hellfire left too. So if I play a Void Lord and he has Silence and Hellfire, that's 6 plus, that's 12, that's 14 damage. I can't play the Void Lord. I need to do Godfrey and Stonehill. I can pick up a copy of Rin here. This means that he doesn't have a board. Seriously, because you're crafting Thingmas. Thingmas is not bad, yeah. Next turn I have to play the Gul'dan, because I need to get some board presence. Problem is that Gul'dan doesn't kill the Dread Infernal. Is Gul'dan better than doing Void Lord Dark Pact? Yeah, it is. So I run both of these in. Right, so that Hellfire cannot clear. At least I need to run that one in. Maybe running this one in doesn't matter. I have to play my Gul'dan. So I get the Void Lord back. And this one can attack there. It's fine. So now I have a Void Lord too. I've seen both Giants, I've seen both Dread Infernals. I've seen 1 Silence. Haven't seen any Hellfires, haven't seen Charge Minions. Does he have a second Silence? Does have a Siphon Soul. But upside is that Hellfire also kills the Dread Infernal. No Hellfire. That's interesting. Okay. So this is good so far. I'm at 14, I can play another Void Lord. He just used a Siphon Soul. Do I want to do Rin Dark Pact? Try to threaten... No, Rin Dark Pact is not impactful enough. Just sacrifice one of these minions here. Play another Void Lord from hand. Try this. I'm still at 14. There shouldn't be a way for him to kill me from 14 quite yet, even though I didn't get that hero power now. Void Lord prevents anything that charges, unless he silences the Void Lord, and if he silences the Void Lord he can't Hellfire. So this is fine so far. I've dealt with the giants, I dealt with the infernals. There's obviously the Lich King remaining. He might have a faceless. No, he can't have a faceless, obviously. Well, I think this is Rin turn. We pack the Rin. So like I get to start with the seals. Then he will have to be wary of the seals. Once he goes down to 15, obviously he can have those 7/7s. But I have a couple of Twisting Nethers in hand already. And my health total has stabilized. So he has Twilight Drake, he has Lich King. Setting up for some kind of Hellfire place potentially. I'm really vulnerable to Hellfire if I just play 2 seals. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I can deal a bunch of damage to Twilight Drake. But he could play Shroom Brewer on the Twilight Drake to heal it up. I wonder if I still need to just go with the double seal. I can use Hero Power, Hellfire.
I must feed now.
I think I need to play some seals here. This is fine. And I'm really waiting for him to have a Hellfire available. So I just trade there. He can do Hellfire, Shroom Brewer, Hero Power if he really likes. But I think that's still fine.
So many bloody decisions.
There's the Shroom Brewer. Then the Hellfire. No, he had it all. That's sweet, I suppose. But it's not fatal. Guess one more silence effect remaining. Too bad this costs 9 mana. 7 cards and 6 cards. He might have charge minions. And if I do Umbra Apple Bomb, I get 15. But what if he's silence? Yeah, that's not good. I think I need to clean up this board. I can still play the Umbra. It's okay. Because he will have to react to the Umbra. He could have Hellfire Defile in hand to kill the Umbra. That's possible. But other than that, some damage that would otherwise go face has to go there. Which is an upside for me. And now he can't develop anything very useful. He can do like 4/4 demons. Doesn't have enough mana to play Lich King. 6 cards, 6 cards. It's still going to be close, but
I must feed now.
Yes, Shroom Brewer. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Alright. I don't mind those. I don't mind the Beetle. If I Hellfire them, I go down to 14. And then I can do a 4/4 demon. Being down to 14, it should be acceptable. He doesn't have that much reach. Let's Hellfire those fellows away. And do a 4/4. Okay. 2 more seals. He has 5 more cards. Yeah, I don't mind that. Does he have the Lich King now? Because Lich King is the scary minion. Maybe Argent Commander hit face, force me to trade. Oh, he does that. But I don't mind that, right? Because I can summon a 5/5 demon. And I can keep the board. So I stay at 14. I think this is still okay. There's a 4/4 and a 5/5. Hellfire Defile still clears this, obviously, as long as there's a 4 health minion and minions at intervals of 1 from there on out. Hellfire Defile can always deal with that. But what's that move? That move I don't really understand. So we summon a 6/6 demon, and we get Asari into the hand. And then how do I set it up so that I'm in the best possible situation to next turn play the Asari? Because I really want to play the Asari next turn. I think I'm hitting face. 15 is the key point. I don't want to put him down to 15. Anything else is fine. And to use my hero power, which would then make him... No, but Dark Pact is so good with Voodoo. Voodoo can be activated with the hero power. Yeah, I think I'm Dark Pacting the 5-2 and using my hero power on his face. That should give me enough health buffer that I'm in a relatively strong position to play the Asari. If he plays the Lich King, he can't kill the minions, so I can kill the Lich King on the board. Doesn't have his 7/7s active yet. Yeah, he can't kill the minions, so I can kill the Lich King on board. Obviously he gets 1 Lich King card, which is kind of sweet. It might be game winning for him. So it's like a Frostmourne. I kill the Lich King and I play the Asari. And now suddenly he lost 3 cards, so I'm ahead. Now I'm in a better position in fatigue by 2 cards. It's really strong. Don't know the Lich King card yet. I can't give him Arena, right? I don't think I can.
I'm almost out of cards.
Geist seems like a reasonable card to play here. Apple Bomb is also okay, but I can do Apple Bomb on a turn when I do Voodoo Doll hero power. So I'll just drop the Geist here. I don't have any Dark Pacts remaining anyway. He has spent both spell stones. He has 1 Shroom Brewer. He has Shroom Brewer, Spellbreaker, Hellfire.
I'm out of cards.
And I don't want to play the Rin. Because I don't want to give him any way to get Rin. Does it even matter though? Maybe it doesn't even matter really.
So many bloody decisions.
Maybe it doesn't even matter really. I mean, I have 2 Twisting Netters in hand. What outs does he have? He has a couple of 7/7s, a Shroom Brewer. But he doesn't have time. He's taking way too much fatigue damage. Yeah, I just don't think he has enough time. So 2 7/7s, Hellfire, Shroom Brewer, Defile, and a Lich King card. I don't think I need to do anything else than this. Sure, now you can play the 7/7s, but it doesn't help you in any way.
Your magic shall not save.
Or you can do that, but that still doesn't help you in any way. So he takes 5 in fatigue. And do I have lethal? If I do Voodoo Doll Hellfire, that's 3 plus 4, that's 7. Yeah, that's lethal. I just Voodoo Doll here. And Hellfire. And hit face. And that's lethal. I might keep a Hellfire, in case it's some kind of token build and they go wide before they have the mana to play Soul of the Forest. But there's my anti-token Druid card. Alright, I have a bunch of removal now. I also have Gluttonous Ooze in case it happens to be something like Mally. But you won't know until a couple of turns into the game, really. It's almost impossible to know early what kind of Druid you're playing against. Can be Token, can be Taunt. I no longer have Thinkmaster in this deck. Thinkmaster was nice against Token, no, against Taunt Druid, but there just weren't enough Taunt Druid matchups. I won all Taunt Druid matchups I played, but there weren't enough of them to really justify running the card. I can't do anything now. Yeah, I'll just skip this turn. I don't want to play the Ooze, just in case this happens to be some kind of Tweak running combo deck. Because then obviously I need to remove the Tweak to prevent the OTK. And no way to know yet. The value of a 3/3 minion on the board at this point is very low. There's a Lackey. That's nice. Now I have to play a card. That's something I don't really like, because I would have loved to coin the Lackey next turn. Do I still maintain that I'm wary of a Twig? Or do I throw that consideration away? The other alternative is to coin the Rotten Apple Bomb, which doesn't really seem worth it, to be honest. I have only seen one branching paths. That's a real problem. I'll assume it's not running Twig. Let's throw this card away. Now I'm assuming that this is not a Twig running Melee Druid. If it happens to be that, then that was a gigantic mistake. Doesn't look melee-ish to me. Do I still want to spend the coin? Because I could coin the Lackey. It looks token to me. I'll coin the Lackey before I draw the second Void Lord. If it's token, it's not running Silence. Right. I also need to start getting rid of some cards in hand. We'll see, now he has 8 mana, so he could play the Lich King. Lich King would be a problem. No, it wouldn't, I can Siphon Soul it. Okay, here comes the Void Lord. Then what? Naturalize the Void Lord to mill 1 card? Yeah. Doesn't seem like a good plan. What was the plan here? Because he had to be ready for that to be a Doom Guard. Because I could be a Q block. So he had to have an answer to Doom Guard. He has 2 swipes, right? Probably has double swipe in hand. So if I trade here, he can still swipe this. And after he swipes this, he can play... The following turn, he can play Spreading Plague. Do I need to play around Spreading Plague somehow? Yeah, I think I do. But Siphon Souling this one is completely fine. Siphon that. Hit face. I'll try it like this. This plays around Spreading Plague. Seems pretty diverse at the very least. Well, Umbra can force a swipe. I'm going to assume token. I can tap once to look for more cards. I can play the Apple Bomb. This plays around Spreading Plague the best. Because stuff like Spreading Plague, Soul of the Forest, is what he can do. Yeah, I'm not afraid of Whispering Woods into Soul of the Forest. I'm not really afraid of that one either. Do you have the Soul of the Forest coming? Nope, holding on to the Soul of the Forest for now. But this board is Hellfireable. So I can just Hellfire here. And I have another format. I could play Umbra. You can swipe the Umbra. It's okay. I'm Hellfiring this board. And I'm playing the Umbra now. Hitting him in the face a little bit. Alright. Hellfire for sure. Yeah, I mean, that was obvious. The question was just, what else do I do? I have a read that there's a swipe in hand. It could be a Spellstone, of course. But I'm expecting swipes. Teacher. And then there's the swipe. Alright. Do I let him keep the teacher? He can play Ultimate Infestation next turn. Because I have the Doll Dark Pact, which could kill the teacher. That costs 4 mana, so that leaves me with 5. I guess I could play a Stonehill out there. If I leave the teacher... Probably you are in hand. Yeah, I mean, I have that read. I have said that I have that read. So I'm tapping first. Oh, Godfrey is such a nice card. And I think I can afford to kill the teacher. This one's going face. Let's play a Stonehill out there. Or a Taunt Warrior, for example. I can leave him with the 1/1, it's fine. If he wants to spend some kind of buff, just to get some Voidwalkers out of the Void Lord, by all means, go ahead and do it. I don't mind. And him having a 1 health minion is obviously a bit of a problem for him. And there's the Spellstone. I had a read there, could be that too. Spreading Plague. Doesn't even have a Soul of the Forest for this, right? Yeah, that's pretty weak. So many options. I guess Twisting Nether looks pretty good here. That deals with this. Plays all of my good stuff for other things. How many cards? I have 9 cards in hand. I guess I don't need to tap. He can play UI on my face. I don't mind. Yeah, we'll just Twisting Nether that board. Because I can't Twisting Nether any Soul of the Forest boards anyway. Hi, Drowsy and Sharpened. So I can't Twisting any Soul of the Forest boards. So why not Twisting a board that has a lot of health in it? Well, now I can start making some apprentices. How much do I mind? I could destroy my Dark Pact. That would destroy his Spellstone. Nothing else really. I don't think I absolutely have to kill the teacher yet. I can kill the teacher later. It's okay. Just 1 more Power of the Wild left. To give some health to the minions. I have the option to play the Void Lord here. Or not go for Void Lord yet, just go for 9 cards in hand, 8 cards back to 9. Yeah, I can do these. It's okay. Let's grab another Taunt Warlock. I think I like this. He can have this teacher stick. He doesn't have a lot of cards anyway. And another Spellstone. I could have played around that by playing the Geist. That was an option. But this board is still not very scary. I'm still in no real hurry. Both Spellstones gone, both swipes gone. Taunt Warlockers of course can't kill the teacher, but let's play a Taunt Warlock. Do I want to start playing the seals? Is the real question, I guess. Do I need 2 Taunt Warlockers on the board, or do I just drop a seal? If he's trying to fatigue me by never playing UI, I can drop a seal. That's fine. Let's do this. Getting rid of this 4/7 is not that easy. Of course, you can choose not to attack. UI and the 1/1 don't kill it. Still have a lot of good removal pieces left. Swipes are gone, Spellstones are gone. His direct damage is... well, it doesn't exist anymore. Tyrants are gone too, so there's no real tempo gains available either. I just need to start playing the seals so that he can't go for the I'm never going to play UI plan. I mean, that's not really a good plan even. My hand is full, so I need to play some stuff. Because I don't want to burn Gul'dan. I guess I can play a Spellstone. Kill the teacher. Yeah, that's acceptable. Let's kill the teacher. And I can also play a seal. He obviously has both Souls of the Forest left. And he has one more Spreading Plague left. He can play Spreading Plague after I play Gul'dan. Not very powerful, that one either. Is he looking for a Spreading Plague turn? No, didn't go to a cottage. No, it was a nice midsummer anyway. Would he like to play a Spreading Plague on this board? I think I'll play another Taunt Warlock. Let's not burn the Gul'dan. Spreading Plague giving him 4 1/5s. But I have a bit of power here, so I can set up a board that kills stuff. There's the final Spreading Plague. Does it come together with the Soul of the Forest? I assume it does. It doesn't even. Alright. So, how do I do this? I'm considering Defiling and I'm considering Doomsayering here. Doomsayer's not that bad. I could just kill one of these minions. Then he has some burst, but it's going to be useful for him. Even if he goes for double Savage Roar. If I have like 3 taunts on the way. Double Savage Roar doesn't exactly do much. I don't think I need to even clear this. I think I can just do this. I think this is fine. So he can spend a ton of resources trying to push through a little bit. Or he can just let his board die to Doomsayer. Even if you play Soul of the Forest, well, he gets a board that dies to Hellfire. Yeah, and now he doesn't have any big minions left. 8 cards in his deck, and 9 cards in hand. I can play the final seal now. So I get the Sari. He has to play a board that forces me to respond now. But what's he going to do? Even if he plays Whispering Woods and stuff, that still doesn't do anything. No, now he gets most of his cards, but I have a trade here and Asari burst the rest of his deck, so he just doesn't have... Well, I guess this matchup is just so unfavored for him. So extremely unfavored. I mean, it's just so unfavored matchup. Not much he could do at any point, really. He can do this. He could have done the Power of the Wild. But I can simply go for this. And then he's out of token generation. Anything else I want to do? Except Godfrey. No, Godfrey is fine. Takes a while for the animations to go through. Yep. There's a Board of Trents. And then the Board of Trents is gone. And boom. I think I'll try with these against the Warrior. Sure, yeah, I feel if they don't get early pressure, they won't win. Yes, in this particular matchup especially. There are other matchups where it works differently. Because in some other matchups, the opponent has no answer to a Soul of the Forest board. So then Token Druid becomes a combo deck, really. That creates the Soul of the Forest board and then wins because the opponent cannot answer that. They simply do not have any means to do so. But in this particular matchup, that's not the case. Drassel. Losing Zulok. Nice. Zulok's nice deck. This is at the completely opposite end of the spectrum, of course. Zulok is probably much more powerful right now. But still. More Rins, but they don't run Silence anyway. One Rin is enough. Voidlords can be good. Well, Voidlords can be good. They might be able to save me from the hero power. Even Warlock is nuts. Even Warlock has its upsides, but I don't think it's really nuts. But yeah, it has its upsides, of course. Not much I can do this turn. I think I'll Doomsayer now. It's relatively unlikely to answer this Doomsayer. And would he really use a big resource to kill it? If he has some disposable taunts, he could throw one down just to advance his quest. Yeah, Blood River has its moments, absolutely. It's unlikely for him to run Silence, so... Which one do I coin? Rin or the Lackey? I can't kill the Rin anyway. Rin still gets more done. Let's play the Rin. I have sometimes attempted to burn their deck before they get enough taunts, but that's relatively unlikely to happen. Some health. Nice. Health is good.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Hit cards in hand.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm going to hit there anyway. I want to get this Ring to die. Would it be possible to kill him before he gets enough taunts? It's relatively unlikely. Usually they get the Echo taunt, and then they can just play 3 times on 9 mana. It doesn't often happen. Oh, he really wants to put some taunts on the board. I see, I see. Oh no! I drew both Void Lords. Ha! That was unlucky. That was seriously unlucky. Well, both Void Lords in top 12 cards. I'm going to have to Twisting the next turn, right? Can I get some kind of Defile board? I can get a Defile board here. I hit there, then that's my one. No. I can't get a Defile board. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. I can get the Defile board. With the seal. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. It's sealing the Defile. Alright, that works out. At least I get a board clear. Too bad that I drew both Void Lords immediately. It's already a bad matchup, and then when you also get bad draws, that kind of seals the game now, doesn't it? Pretty much, yeah. Unless he has a really bad draw, and he can't find any of those Echo Taunts. Oh, that Acolyte. I can't let the Acolyte draw cards. He's quite low on cards, so what I need to do is I need to silence the Acolyte, so he can't draw cards with that. And then I can get to play another seal. And he might have Whirlwind effects, so all of these fellows are just going to hit there. Still in this, somehow. Ah, he had the Phantom Militia. Of course, they always have it. They always get it. They always get it, so he gets to complete the quest. I lose this game, there's nothing I can do. That's tough. That's tough, but it happens. So is there any way for me? I mean, I can play a Void Lord now. I suppose I need to play a Void Lord here. He might have a Whirlwind effect, so I might as well sacrifice that one. I didn't. What can you do? Okay, he gets to push a bit of damage here as well. Yeah, good curve, favored matchup. What can you do in that situation? Not much at all. Well, I guess I'm playing another Void Lord here. No need to play the Dark Pact yet, but is there any realistic chance for me to win? Probably not. What if I can top deck Gul'dan and I get a lot of demons back? He doesn't find Brawl for some weird reason. Why would he Brawl here? I mean, he never wins this game with Brawl here, right? Because there shouldn't be a way for him to push through, even if that... Haha! He even gets that connect phase. Oh, that's so sweet. That's really, really sweet stuff. So what I need to do now is play Umbra and the Apple Bomb, which puts me to 6. If the Apple Bomb dies, I get to 10. I could also play the Dark Pact on the 1/1. That ensures that even with a lucky hit, he doesn't have a kill here. So I'm Dark Pacting that 1 health minion. So I get to 10, and I have a Apple Bomb on the board. And he has only 3 cards. So there's that. Why doesn't he kill the Umbra? I don't understand. You always kill the Umbra, right? I really, really don't understand. So I could play a Void Lord. Or I could play an Apple Bomb, go to 18. This is interesting. Now this is getting very interesting. He has already played one Brawl. Does he have another Brawl ready? I'm going with the Apple Bomb Seal line here, actually. I think I'll take this line. This increases the total health that I can get because I get double effect from the Apple Bomb. And I don't really need a bunch of Void Walkers. He could have Warpath, for example. Yeah, he had exactly Warpath. If I played the Void Lord, then obviously there would be a 50% chance that the hero power misses my face. Well, whereas now it's guaranteed to hit me in the face. But we're playing these demons out. I'm trying to burn his deck and hope that his hero power doesn't connect the face. We'll see where hero power goes. We're going to see what cards he has left. Oh no, not the Phantom Militia. That's such a good one. I'm at 14 though. I can still burn his deck now. He might be able to kill the Azari. But I'm not going to give him more cards. So let's not at least give him any more cards. Gul'dan top deck would win the game, probably. If I spend 7 mana, I could kill this now. Get 10 to face. Or I can get a Void Lord on the board. He has just that one card. And this one doesn't even die to the hero power. I think I'm going for that. I think I'm going for this line. I push 10 to face this turn. I can play Void Lord next turn. This one doesn't even die if it hits, if the hero power hits it. Now I can play the Void Lord, push another 10 to face. He has that one card. He gets rid of the Azari. Fine. Do I need a Dark Pact? I guess the answer is no, I don't need a Dark Pact. I can play a Geist here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.